I didn't even realize I was muted. I can't see anything hardly. Thank you for the salute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Harlem Hayes Dimebag. I appreciate it. So I have to start all over. This is Skylar Saunders Singh. What's current? So, I want to get into the various topics of one specific thing, hip hop. Hip hop's main topic of discussion now is the return of the rapper producer duo, as described in great detail and great writing by Andy Bustard, of one of the staff writers, I think, of Hip Hop DX. He did a great breakdown of the various up and coming and the past hip hop duos that have been rappers and DJs or producers on various projects. Let me see what we got. Obviously, Jesus Christ, so I guess you're not a rocket scientist. Yeah, I never claimed to be the brightest. I never claimed to be the brightest. Never claimed to be the brightest. Salute to Skylar Saunders sings. Today is the blind and mute show. Today, fact, get in the school bus as we dive into the looking glass to see the greats of hip hop from the Ice Cube to Mary J. Blige. I don't even know what the hell Rick James is on right now. He's definitely on something, but salute to Rick James. He's 77 years old, if I'm not correct. If he's 76, either 77 or 76. I appreciate him. Cash App, yes. Cash App is right there, Cosmic W. Right there, Cash App. I don't have any super stickers. I don't have any super chats. I'm not connected to YouTube in any way. I'm tax avoiding, not tax evading. So if you start with YouTube, you gotta start with taxes. As far as I know, Cash App goes up to $20,000 on a personal account. So I can make $20,000 and not pay any taxes. That's how much I know of, anyway. It's on acid. Salute. Salute you in Harlem. Yeah, man. So, but let's get right into it. This is a laid back Friday. Let's chill. Let's make this money. Let's get these donations rolling in. You have Metro Boomin and Future. You have Common and Pete Rock. You got Dre and Snoop. I mean, even Drake. Drake, he has 40. He has 40. You know, that's in his corner. But there's also, Killer Mike and LP, Run the Jewels, Fred Gibbs and Mad Gibbs. There's such a spring of them. There's LL Cool J and Q-Tip coming up soon. The Clips, of course, their magnum opus, their greatest work thus far. Not Keys Open Doors, but that's one of the songs. No, Hell Hath No Fury. That's their signature album. So I got 5 likes in here, four people viewing. What do I say, Rick James? You got Nas and DJ Premier. You got Kendrick Lamar and Mustard. It's so clear what happened last year with Kendrick Lamar and Mustard. They just ran the charts. They did damage. They did heavy hits across the board. Exactly, Rick James. Rick James got it. So what I need you to do is tell 50 friends about this show. Have them come in at the same time and let them know, I'm serious about mine. Let them know that. I'm serious about mine. I'm getting this money. I'm having a good time. It's having fun. And we need a bit of relief from all the serious issues going on around the country, around the world. Very dire situations are still happening, still occurring. So I'm just here for some levity, some lightness through the dark. All right. But Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, I think Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre is the greatest collaboration of all of hip hop. That's better than, DJ Premier and Nas, better than Pete Rock and CL Smooth, better than so many others. And it's just that combination. Even the Clips and Pharrell and the Neptunes and poor Chad Hugo. So Snoop, he broke it down. He's saying like how he gets into the booth, and Dre is navigating and guiding each of his words. He's not just not just what he says, but how he says it, the inflection in his voice, the way he says the different lines, and how it ends right on the beat, right on the measure. So that's what I like about this whole hip hop duo kind of situation. So, I think Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre are probably the best. There's a quote, and when I'll be listening to it back, I effing love it because it challenged me and put me in a position of where I've never been. People work with me and be like, "Oh, that ish was dope." This nigger be like, "Nope, do it again until it's perfection." So Dre's always been slow. He's been a slow writer as a rapper, and he's a slow producer. But it's a difference between being a slow writer and rapper than is to be a producer. Being a slow producer means you're listening to every sound that is emitted from those speakers. You're listening to every single chord. You're listening to every single tone, all the different elements of the music itself, and all the vocals and everything that go into it. So that is just amazing to me. I just love that sense of making something perfection. Making it great, making it excellent, striving to be the best. Oh, I love the hate. Thank you, Batman. Blues Brother wannabe. Make sure you hit the Cash App. I can probably afford to be a Blues Brother completely if you hit that Cash App. Make hip hop great again, Ray James says. I think it's already great. I think it's pretty great. All talent, especially last year. Last year was hip hop's year. It was bigger than the year it was supposed to be 50 years. It's not really 50 years. It's probably 60 or 70 years old. But hip hop, took off with Kendrick Lamar. It was his year. He was the guy. He was that guy. He lifted, all the spirits of people that were, down and out, except for Drizzy's camp, I guess except for OVO, but everybody else was OV ho, now step this way, step that way. Like, everybody was feeling that. That's what was true. Hip hop is on life support. Danny Brown is the IV. I disagree with you. I haven't listened to too much Danny Brown, to be honest with you. I don't think I've listened to a full song from Danny Brown. I'm not disrespecting the man. I'm just saying that I just haven't listened to a full Danny Brown song, or much less an album. So, and I'm really looking for Common and Pete Rock. Common did very well with this album that came out almost 20 years ago. I cannot even believe it. It'll be 20 years, I think, in... Hold on, let me make sure. I'll make sure what year this came out. Came out in May 24th, 2005. B. That is my go-to. There's XXL albums that really earn their XXL status. That's the highest you can get highest rating you can get in XXL magazine. And he just outperformed himself. I mean, it wasn't like groundbreaking, but it was everything was in the pocket. It was like he was shooting free throws and he made every one in a row. He didn't take too many risks on the 3-point line. He didn't, venture out that, but he made like every free throw, every layup, every, fadeaway J. He made all of those. So I definitely am looking forward to the 20th anniversary be. And I want to look see if we can find the kids who said that they want to be. One kid said he wanted to be a duck. I want to see if he turned into a duck. They said, I want to be the first African American, female African American president and stuff like that. But I stray. I go away. But anyway, he had only two producers that I can point to. Dilla and Ye. Dilla and Ye. They're the only producers on this whole album. It doesn't say the writers though. But that's okay. There's a slew of other people. There's, like I said, LL Cool J and Q-Tip. They're from Queens. They had the Queens hookup. They're going to be looking forward to making a joint album together. I don't know if they do the joints too much, but I would say if it was doing a joint program album together with Snoop Dogg and Dre, they would definitely be doing more joints than most other rappers and producers. So I really think this is really cool. I think they say it's the abstract and the GOAT. that is really cool. I think that's awesome how we come to this point. Snoop Doggy Dogg, yeah. Maybe the best to ever touch the mic. Who's that? Snoop Dogg? He's up there. He's not the best to ever touch the mic. Jay-Z is the best to ever touch the mic. Flows, stories, infinite, metaphorical and dramatic devices he uses. Great, world building, life building. You get to see his entire life. He's talked about himself, throughout his entire career, and the interesting aspects of it, the harsh aspects, the glorious aspects, the beautiful aspects. And he just has a great delivery. He has a great flow, like I said. And they missed that. They missed that. Jay-Z, 444. I did not see it anywhere on it. I don't think that Jay-Z is even mentioned in the... He's not even mentioned. 444 and who was that? Oh, man, who was that? 444. I can't remember. No ID. No ID produced every song, if I'm not mistaken. No ID. Let me see. Producer, no ID. That's ironic. Now, I'm stupid. But I can understand when you omit something. And this is a great omission. This is a egregious omission. He didn't mention Jay-Z and No ID once. And that was one of Jay-Z's strongest albums. It's one of his masterpieces. Not just a lesser classic. It's one of his greatest works ever. So he missed. I don't know. Bustard, but what's his name? I have to see his first name. Andy Bustard. Andy Bustard. You did great writing, but you missed out on Jay-Z and No ID. I don't know what happened with that. I have no idea what happened with it. That was one of the most monumental albums ever created out of the womb of hip-hop. I don't understand. I'm missing something. But okay. Maybe the best to ever touch my... Okay. I disagree with you, sir. Jay-Z got lucky. That's not correct. He has skills. Right place at the right time. Most Jay-Z bars are eye-scratching. What is eye-scratching? But let me make sure I get my sponsors. Here goes your favorite part. Rick James. My main man Peng has Livestrong Apparel. LIFESTRONG He has rideshare for dogs. He has treats for dogs. He has sitting hours for dogs. If you want to sit your dog to get have a sitter, it's $100 a pop, $100 a night. And if you want it, raw purple sea moss, if you want just standard raw sea moss. If you want sea moss gel, go over to LifeStrongApparel.com. And here's the kicker. Once you make your purchases, you go to the checkout, put in SKYLER20, and that's Skyler20. That means you get 20% off your purchases. So make sure you buy these different products and services and tell them that the goofy guy Sky Saunders sent you. Okay? Then we have my main man, Beha Jackson. He has 135 subscribers. Let me make sure it hasn't changed. Yep, still 135 subscribers. He has his handle is Beha Jackson, BAHAJACKSON. Beha Jackson. He has near beer, sardines on the grill, fried chicken, and discussions of female strippers. So if you like any and all of those things, make sure you check him out. Tell him that the goofy guy Sky Saunders sent you. Are you noticing a pattern here? Yummy Gummies. Get yourself some sea moss. He loves his dogs. Bear beer. Near beer. Sardines on the grill and hookers. Fascinating women. Yeah. Essential workers, by the way. Definitely essential workers. And finally, my third but not least sponsor, Dot Focus. He has it's DOTFOCUS _ and he has a slew of different videos regarding COD or Call of Duty, and he just masters the rifles on the virtual screen. He's not going to have a shootout with the cops or anything like that in real life or something like that. IRL is going to be totally different than the virtual realm. So check his stuff out, DOTFOCUS _ and tell him that the goofy guy Sky Saunders sent you. Okay. We got that down. So, not a completely thorough article. I may have to, talk in the comment section. Where's the comment section? Do you have a comment section? I don't see it. But there is just a whole litany of various artists and producers, and they're technically artists too. I mean, but they're not in the sense of what hip hop artists is. The artists use the mic controller, the MC, the master of ceremonies. The producer is usually not named as the artist, even though they're engaging in art. Sir, you forgot this. Spirit Smooth Tunes. I did not forget Spirit Smooth Tunes because they haven't paid me. They've yet to pay me. Dot Focus pays me. I try to reach out to them. They're not giving up the money for me. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened. See, people just drop out. Like Chelsea with her glasses on, she dropped out for a little while, and I was like, where the hell did Chelsea go? And Courtney, she dropped out a long time ago. She said she got a house and she was selling her house or something like that. But Chelsea came back. She dropped $50 on my head, so I wasn't mad at that. She encouraged people to donate, which is still alive now. I have a $160 goal each and every show, so I'm trying to get that down to zero, the amount owed to myself. So I have $0 raised of $160 right now. So it's in your best interest to see this. If you want more content like this, if you want positive content, proactive content like this, make sure you chime in. And with a few dollars, my house minimum is $5. If you give me $4.99, it's going right back to you. Anything under $5 is going to be refunded to you. Respect the show, respect the work I put in, respect the idealism and the thinking and the required effort that goes into the show. I've known Rick James for almost 2 years now. He hasn't given me a red cent, but he has a wrench because he brought other people in to his place, even though they flipped on him, and I don't respect them anymore. But I respect Rick James, so that's what it is. We lost Spirit. Oh no, FG Tunes. R. Kelly, P. Diddy, the Gap Band. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say R. Kelly and P. Diddy. Maybe the Gap Band. This is a pretty much a Diddy free show. I've mentioned his name. That's as close as it's gonna get. I can get my Diddy numbers out on another day, but I just wanted to chill out, not be so aggressive, but be assertive. And distinguish between the various ways that the artists, the people that make hip hop, that make rap, that are out and about and have lives and are free. Those are the ones that I'm focused on right now. Bussy, freeze your mind. Thank you, YouTube subscriber. I appreciate that. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for your viewership. I appreciate that. So I just am I'm just appalled, really, how there was no Jay-Z and no ID. I don't get that. All these that was that was an excellent album. 444, Saba and no ID, but not Jay-Z and no ID. I don't understand why. Did he just not remember it? Did he forget it? I'm looking forward to Big Sean and Alchemist. That's gonna be awesome, I think. He looks like a hipster Heisenberg from Breaking Bad, from Bryan Cranston's alter ego as Walter White. In this photo, you gotta watch it. He's got a New York Yankees cap on. He's got glasses and a thick mustache and goatee and kind of graying. You gotta check it out. Go to hiphopdx.com. Tap on it should be the top link right now. Anyway, as I speak. But yeah, I just think that's so cool about hip hop. I mean, like I said, I've said this in previous posts. I'm no Future fan. I don't think I've ever liked any of his music. And that's not just to hate. I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm not trying to say, oh, yeah, trying to sound cool. That I didn't like his music. I just don't relate to the drug use, the dirty Sprite. I can relate to the women he gets around. I can relate to that. A lot of women like his songs, and college kids like his songs. Apparently, because I say this before. I was going to I was not a student of University of Delaware, but I went to their spring concerts every year, and it finally came up with Future, and it was like sold out 3-4 days ahead of time. It was crazy. I mean, J. Cole didn't sell out. Big Sean didn't sell out. Drake at the time didn't sell out. Jeezy didn't sell out. Future sold out. He has tapped into something that this country and this world really understands. I don't get it, but that's not for me to get. I don't have to get it. He's gonna be successful regardless. Thick pause. Andre at 3K once said Future was the future, Boy, was he wrong. No, Future. What he's? I have to give him his credit. He is one of the best rappers. Some of the songs I do like, Wiggy, 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 and Turn on the Lights. I'm looking for. Chance the Rapper is the Future. Chance the Rapper is divorced. He is divorced. I think it's really cool. I think it's a good move. It's a good look for hip hop to have, the rapper producer duo in full effect. I think that's really cool. I think that's an awesome step forward for the genre, for everybody that's involved. It's it's a wild ride. I'm still reeling off of the fact that he didn't mention Jay-Z and No ID. That was a major album, a huge album. 444. He broke down everything. He broke down the relationship with Beyonce, the once again Lance Rivera, the politics of being black and rich in America, um, just different things like that. You know. But I'm off it. I'm not going to dwell on that. There's NWA and Dr. Dre, Public Enemy and the Bomb Squad, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, De La Soul and Prince Paul, Run DMC and Larry Smith, Eric B and Rakim, Guru and DJ Premier, Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Wu-Tang Clan and RZA, Cool G Rap and DJ Polo. The list goes on and on and on, but he didn't mention it, but that's fine. There are a number of reasons why this was the case. Smaller recording budgets. This was before hip-hop's commercial boom. Let's not forget. Technological limitation that made it easier to work with those in your vicinity rather than emailing files from hundreds of miles away, and a crew mentality that fostered originality as the genre was still finding its rooting. He's a great writer, this Bustard young man. He's a great writer, but I was just confused that he had forgot something. I don't think I've ever heard a whole album of Run the Jewels or Killer Mike and LP, but I think they do a good job. I think they have their own style. They have their own kind of flair. Killer Mike swept the Grammys. What was it? Was it last year or this year? I think it was last year. I think it was. I can't remember. When was this year? I can't remember. But he swept. He had best rap act, best rap album, and then best rap song. I think. And he's in his 40s or 50. What is it? What is Killer Mike? 50 or 40? Yeah, he's in his 40s. He'll be 50 in April on 4/20. On Hitler's birthday. He'll be 4/20. He'll be 50 years old. Okay, so I think it is very understandable for people to back away and not get too close to the idea of a single producer. But I like that idea of the single producer or the maybe one or two producers on an album. There's a lot of cohesion that exists when you have um, uh, a single or double producer, or just maybe three tops. But if you have just one producer, there's a lot of cohesion that goes on. A lot of things come together quickly and better, and with better understanding. Um, I never heard Mad Gibbs. I'm missing out on my hip hop history. I don't listen to Mad Gibbs, Madlib, and Freddie Gibbs. But Future and Metro Boomin, you gotta give them credit. You gotta give them credit. They had, one of the biggest albums, two of the biggest albums of the year last year in 2024. And We Don't Believe You, and We Still Don't Believe You, which launched, those albums helped to launch the Kendrick Lamar and Drake feud that would run throughout months of the year. Just amazing. New alliances, Common and Pete Rock, LL Cool J, and Q-Tip. These partnerships not only produced some of the best music of the year, but helped soundtrack what's been called the greatest rap battle of all time. Wow, they call it the greatest rap. I don't know about that. I say it's one of the best rap battles of all time. But you have to go back. You have to go back to even Biggie and Tupac. You have to go back to Jay-Z and Nas. There's a whole group. There's too many different battles. Ice Cube and Common. I'm gonna forget some, but I'm just giving you examples. No Chance the Rapper, no Kendrick Lamar. Simple as that. I disagree with you on that. Kendrick Lamar came out before Chance the Rapper, if I'm not mistaken. He has Section 80 in like 2011 or 2012. And then he had the big breakthrough album, Good Kid, Mad City. So, and Chance the Rapper, I can't even name an album of his. I gotta look it up. What does he have? I know he has some, but Chance the Rapper. Let's see. He has one studio album, The Big Day, came out in 2019, and an upcoming album called Starline Gallery. So there definitely wouldn't be a Chance the Rapper if there was no Kendrick Lamar. So you gotta get that straight, Rick James. And thank you for holding me down. You're the only one that's kept me from having 0 viewers on this particular show. So I appreciate that. What does Beastie Boys have to do with anything? They had one. They had one producer. Is that true? So. And 444, good Lord. That's about to be 8 years old this year. Good God. Time just marches on. That's a cliche. Time marches on. Doesn't stop. Doesn't stop. What does Outkast and I don't remember Outkast or Beastie Boys having any. Their duo. Okay, there's a trio with Beastie Boys. There's a duo with Outkast. I'm talking about duo between artist and producer. That's what I'm talking about. There could be multiple people as the artist, quote unquote, and the one producer. That's what I'm saying. Like NWA and Dr. Dre. That's an example. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and donate to this cause. I got 94 more people to go before I get to 1,000 people, and then I can have another achievement unlocked. So definitely go in and share this video. I would appreciate it. All right, so with everything that goes on, I think it's very important to notice that hip hop is progressing. It's going along. It's still on a respirator. It's still on a respirator, but it has a few more breaths in it left, I think. I mean, just imagine what rock is. Rock is dead. Rock has been dead for over 20 years almost. There has been name a rock band that has come out in the past year that could achieve platinum or diamond status, could be at the top of the charts, that didn't come out 10 years prior, because there's still acts that are successful in their own way, especially on the lower circuits. There's Vampire Weekend, The Killers, and so many others. One of my favorite bands, of course, the White Stripes, disbanded years ago. Queens of the Stone Age. They're all 20, 30, almost 30 years old. 20 years old. What's it called? SOAD, SOAD, System of a Down, 20 years old, 25 years old. It's wild. I'm gonna look that up though. What are the new rock? Greta Van Fleet. Oh yeah, there are some like Haim. There's Inhaler, Rival Sons, The Cold Stairs. But what are they making an impact on? This Beaba Doobie, Dirty Honey, Blacktop Mojo. "15 artists to keeping rock alive." No, I'm sorry, it's dead. Rock is not alive. It has been dead, and especially since classic rock radio plays the same songs over and over. They could at least play. I don't know. Maybe they know more than I. I'm stupid. I didn't realize how they're I didn't realize how they conduct themselves with making putting on records on the air. I don't know if it goes by algorithm, which I think it does, because the same songs play over and over. Like, I'm looking for Rush. I hear 1, 2 Rush songs in a I'm not listening to the radio constantly, so it's probably playing more so than usual. But just peak hours, I think 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. I think those are in the morning, the morning rush. I don't listen to no pun intended, but I don't listen to the morning shows. So maybe the morning shows have more Rush songs than usual. Rush is my favorite band. My second favorite band, rock band. Let's be clear. Number 5 rock band is, I would say, and this changes. I'll say number 5 is the Eagles. Number 4 is the Who. Number 3 is Led Zeppelin. Number 2 is Pink Floyd. And number 1 is Rush. That's just my personal estimation of rock music, rock and roll. Five votes. What are you voting on? No Beatles. They're the greatest. They're the greatest band, but they're not my personal favorite. They are the greatest band, though. Beatles are the greatest band of all time. They've completely revolutionized, the whole entire. Say you want a revolution, well, but they revolutionized the whole landscape of music and how it's performed and how people, will become rock stars afterwards. The Beatles, they're bigger than Jesus. That's what I think John Lennon got in trouble for saying. Boy, we're larger than Jesus. That's my terrible John Lennon impression. Wings is strong. You're into Paul McCartney, it seems to me. Beatles and Wings. Band on the run. Band on the run. Searching everyone for the band on the run. I can't say too much because Paul McCartney will come after me. He's got billions of dollars. He'd be like, no, you can't be singing that song on your show. I'm like, that's exactly right. Yes, sir. I salute you, Sir Paul McCartney. I will not be saying any songs on my show. Paul McCartney is my nephew's cousin. Sounds hot, Rick James, but I just don't believe you. You need more people. I don't think you understand the intricate details of the music business. I doubt you understand what that really means. But back to hip hop, back to something I know. I know hip hop isn't the greatest form of expression, art wise or musically. Classical music is, then blues, and then everything else. Because everything else is the blues that we've been listening to for the past almost probably over 100 years. $125 years, actually, at the end of the turn of the 20th century. I never believe you because you sound ridiculous. You always sound ridiculous, Rick James. You say something out the side of your mouth all the time. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna say, oh yeah, he's telling the truth. That's right. He's got to be saying what's right. No, it's not how that works. Oh, Rick James is out of here. Okay, so salute to Rick James. That was my last viewer. I got 0 viewers right now. I have 906 subscribers. So 906 people just, saw the notification and ignored it and said, that goofy ass nigga, I ain't got time for him. And people just said, I'm all right, I'm good. I'll subscribe to you, but I'm not going to really check out your content like that. It's not going to be that serious. Now one person's back. Is it Rick James that's back? I don't know. I don't know who's back. But we have to really look at the idea of how the rapper and the producer can come together. That's a weird thing too, because technically rappers are producers. I mean, it's just all different contexts of the word. They create, they build, they make. They're producers. They make and they change the world to fit their own vision. That's a producer. That's what any producer does. So I still have zero viewers, 9 likes. Why isn't it 999,000 viewers and 999,999 likes? I don't understand. The algorithm is very, forgiving, and it's also very punishing. Today is punishing. I don't know. Maybe I should have picked a different topic. Maybe I should have picked a different way of addressing it. But that's just the reality of it. I'm okay with recognizing reality. This is a teachable moment. Very teachable moment. Everybody said, someone says that I have no identity. I have no identity. I take after Mr. Choice Star Terrain too much. I've been influenced by him. I can't help the influence. We both love Rush. We both enjoy Ayn Rand's works in her life. We both are men of color, but we grew up in the suburbs. So I mean, it just makes sense. I can't help it. It's just a reality. The things I try to do to distinguish, at least, are then they say the Blues Brothers. Well, they wore black and white. They didn't and they had the glasses with the hat, but they didn't have the trilby. See, I have the trilby. That's the difference. So, I'm really looking forward to the Clips and Pharrell Williams. They didn't say Poor Chad Hugo. They just said Pharrell. And he just said Pharrell. Bustard said, or Bustard. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce his name. But he did do a great write-up, though, even if it has its omissions. Even if he was remiss. One more viewer. See, that's all it takes. All it takes is one viewer. Just one viewer. All I need is one viewer. Now I got 2 viewers. Can I get 3 viewers? Can I get 400 viewers? Can I get 4 million viewers? That would be extraordinary. If I had 4 million viewers, that'd be like, sheesh. I don't know. That'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. It'd probably be like 500 million views, to be honest with you. If I had 4 million viewers in total, because of the algorithm, how it goes, it would probably be like 400 million people viewing. So I got 1 like. I got 9 likes. 1 person viewing. Who is the 1 person viewing? Show yourself. Put yourself in the live chat. Just say hi. What's up? Drop $5, $10 in the donation bin. And we can keep it pushing. Now it's going to do that same mechanism. It goes 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. Nobody sticks around, but that's fine. One of these days, I'm going to have so much money, so much power, it's not even going to be funny. But nobody believes me now. But that's the thing. This is what you do when you start out. I'm going into my 2nd year doing this. I wasn't even supposed to be doing this. Mr. Choice Train said they want to see your face, they want to hear your voice. So I said, you know what? God damn it. Let me try this out. And it freaking worked. I made thousands of dollars tax-free. Based off of my own energy and my own power. My own greatness. And not God. There's no Jesus or God over here. You can keep God and Jesus over there if you want. But there is no God or Jesus over here. Or Allah or Buddhist or Hindu or anything like that. Nothing mystical. Only spiritual. It's a totally different thing. Spiritual has everything to do with the mind. Can you touch the mind? Can you smell the mind? Can you hear the mind? No. It's not sensible. It's not able to be sensed. But what you can do is see the products of the mind. That's the thing. You see the creations, what's made, what's built. That's the power. And that's what I think is what goes on in hip-hop, the creativity. And the irony of hip-hop, how there's so much destruction, there's so much self-destruction, there's so much viciousness, and there's so much evil that goes on in hip-hop. But it's creative. It comes out of the womb of bebop. It comes out of the womb of jazz and the blues and soul and gospel and rock and all these different other genres. And it just coalesces into one specific thing. And it's its own. And that's what I love about the producer and rapper scenario. They're able to recognize the fact that hip-hop is limitless. There's nothing you can't do within the realm of talking on a record. You can talk about anything you want. Anything and everything you want. There's so many different styles. There's so many different subgenres. There's so many different ways that you can express yourself. The First Amendment, definitely is in place because of things like hip-hop. Rick James, you need to see Cataracts. You see what 11 characters? 11 characters what? There's only 1 viewer, that's you, and there's 9 likes. I don't know what characters you're talking about. There's only 1 viewer. What are the characters you mean? What are you talking about? You have to look at all the parameters of hip hop. You have to look at all the ways that it functions. And I think it best functions when you have a rapper and you have a DJ, or you have rappers and a DJ or producer. And they know exactly how to hone in on the different voices, the different ways that people are express themselves, the ways that they carry themselves, the way they show what they mean through their art. Now I know that hip hop is a low art. I recognize that. I can definitely vouch for that. But it's still an art, and it's still beautiful to me. I still like hip hop. I got introduced to hip hop about 22 years ago. Um, uh, I was 5 years old, and but the first song I think I ever heard was OPP. The first rap song I think I ever heard, and that came out in like '91. I was 3 years old. So that was the first thing I remember hearing, OPP. And then when I was about 5 years old, I really got locked into what hip hop was like when I started listening to Snoop Dogg. Snoop Doggy Dogg. That whole G Funk era was, like I said, I think that Snoop and Dre duo is probably the most priceless, probably the most formidable concoctions that's ever been produced through hip hop. 10 likes, not mad. Well, we got 9 likes. What's the difference between hip hop and rap? The difference between hip hop and rap is hip hop is a culture. It's peace, love, unity, having fun. But what I like to say it as, it's really about creativity. It's about stability and everything like that. Rap is Eminem, not the rapper, but the term. Mysticism, narcissism, and mercantilism. That's rap. And I'll break that down. Mysticism is ascribing to something that doesn't exist, but giving it actual credence as if it does. Narcissism is the overt uh, damaging kind of selfishness. Selfishness is a virtue, but narcissism is a way that is detrimental to one's psyche, because you're being over the limits of being truly selfish. And mercantilism is just an expression of the buying and selling of things. It's a lot of people want to say it's materialism, but there is no materialism, or materialism is either made into something, or it has to be started by spirit. Like you take a forest. A forest is material. It exists. You can touch it. You can smell it. You can feel it. You can see it. It's material. But the mind, spiritualism, combined with materialism, can produce houses, buildings, different vehicles. The wood grain gripping. Where do you think the wood comes from? I mean, they have to take down forests in order to have the wood grain grip. So that's why I think that's the difference between hip hop should have been about reason, individualism, and capitalism, but it got shifted into hip hop, which is, like I said, mysticism, narcissism, and mercantilism. So that's the difference between the two. Was that good enough for you, Rick James? Does that make sense? Now it's 3 people. Why does it go up to like 7 people when I try to get out of here? It's gonna go up to like 500,000 people when I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave in less than 2 minutes, or less than 4 minutes. Excuse me. Let me see what we got. Kendrick is more rap than hip hop than fact. I disagree with you. I think I had it written it down what I really thought. It's not just about peace, love, unity, having fun. It's not really all reason, individualism, and capitalism, although it should be that. I think Kendrick Lamar is definitely hip hop more so than he is rap, even though he is a rapper and he is a part of rap. I would say that it depends. It all depends. It all depends. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. I wish I would have said that when I was in basic training. Sir, yeah, sir. Can imagine that. That'd be funny. That would be funny. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. So just to make sure, I just wanted to say, with even with its omission of Jay-Z and No ID, which I thought was insane. I think the most ironic thing ever. This was a really great article. Let me make sure I get his name. Andy Bustard or Bustard. I'm not sure exactly. Andy Bustard is Hip Hop DX's managing editor. Okay, so he's a managing editor. Okay. He has over 10 years' experience as a music journalist and has also written for Vibe, Tidal, and DJ Booth, among other publications. A 90s baby with a passion for producers, he spends most of his waking hours bumping DJ Jay Dilla, The Alchemist, or DJ Premier. Yes, that's his top three. Okay. Yeah, he's a great writer. He's an excellent writer, but he just had that quick omission. He had that omission. So here, look, here we go. 3 people in here, and I'm about to get the hell out. So I think it's only you and I, Rick James. So they're not gonna say much. 4 people in here now. I love it. Should Rick James? Should I go another hour? Should I go another hour? Or should I close up the shop? You tell me, Rick James. Should I go one more hour? Get as many views as I can. I'll wait for him in the rebroadcast. Yeah. Okay. Are you gonna put $100 in my Cash App? You put $100 in my Cash App right now. I'll go on longer. Lunch break, sir. Yeah. Yeah. I'll keep it going if you put in $100 in my Cash App. You don't put $100 in my Cash App right now. Within the next 30 seconds, I'm out of here. $100 in my Cash App. That's not too much to ask from you. You haven't spent one red dime on me this whole time. Going on 2 years. Was this a trick question? No, it wasn't a quick trick question. It was a very direct question. I've dropped a dime, sir. No, you haven't. I can tell on my Cash App, my PayPal, my Venmo that you have never sent me one single cent. You've never put money on my books and my commissary. So, I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you very much. Check out the rebroadcast. Tell a friend. Let somebody know to just subscribe. All you have to do is subscribe. It's not that hard. You don't even have to watch the shows. All you have to do is subscribe. I suggest that you watch the shows so I can earn that subscription. But I appreciate it nonetheless. So thank you very much. I will see you sometime tomorrow. Take care.